Hello everyone, myself Sachin Gaware from RBNB College, Shrampur. In today's lecture, we continue our chapter Probability Distribution from Mathematics paper 2nd, 12th Science Mathematical paper 2nd. We see the exercise 7.1. Today we continue this exercise 7.1. Now the next question in this exercise is question number 13, which is two numbers are selected at random without replacement from the first 6 positive integers. Let x denote the larger number of the two numbers obtained. Find e of x, that is find expected value of x. Now we know that the 6 integers, first 6 integers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the first 6 integers. Now we have to select two numbers without replacement from these 6 integers, and such a selection can be done in, that is n of s equals to 6c2. We have to select two numbers from given these 6 numbers, which can be done in 6c2s, and this is equals to 6 into 5 upon 2 into 1, so it becomes 15. So there are total 15 alternatives. In which we can select the two integers, or say two numbers from these first 6 integers. Now we define x as a larger number. Now from these 6 integers, there does not exist any integer which is less than 1. So 1 cannot be treated as a larger integer in any one of the selection from these 15. So x cannot take the value 1. So the values of x are from 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the values of x. Now first we find the probability distribution. For this random variable x, and for that we make a table which shows the value of random variable x equals to xi, and the outcomes or the favorable outcomes for that value of x, and corresponding probability pi. Now first take the value of x equals to 2. Now from these 15 alternatives, only one outcome is such that in which 2 is the larger number, which is 1, 2. So its probability becomes 1 upon 15, since the total number of selections are 15 and only 1 is the favorable outcome. Now when we take x equals to 3, that is the outcomes in which 3 is the larger number. So such outcomes are 1, 3 and 2, 3 only. That is, there are 2 favorable outcomes, and therefore its probability becomes 2 upon 15. Similarly, if we take x equals to 4, that is the outcomes in which 4 is the larger number, and such outcomes are 1, 4, 2, 4 and 3, 4. That is, there are 3 favorable outcomes. So its corresponding probability is 3 upon 15. Now if we take x equals to 5, that is 5 is the larger number. So the outcomes are 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, and 4, 5. And so the outcomes are 1, 2, 3 and 4 outcomes. So its probability becomes 4 upon 15. And the last, that is when x equals to 6, that is 6 is the larger number, the favorable outcomes are 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6 and 5, 6. So there are these 5 outcomes. So corresponding probability is 5 upon 15. We can cross check here. The total outcomes are 15. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 10 plus this 5, 15. That is, in this probability distribution we consider all the 15 outcomes. And so this probability distribution is correct one. Now we have to find the expected value for this random variable x, and to find the expected value we know that the formula for expected value, that is E of x, equals to summation pi into xi, summation taken over I. Now here we have the values of xi's and pi's. So putting these values, this becomes, which is equals to, first is 2 into 1 upon 15, 2 into 1 upon 15, plus 3 into 2 upon 15, plus 3 into 2 upon 15, plus 4 into 3 upon 15, 4 into 3 upon 15, next term plus 5 into 4 upon 15, so it becomes 5 into 4 upon 15, and plus last one is 6 into 5 upon 15, so 6 into 5 upon 15. Now see here, in each term there is 1 upon 15. So taking 1 upon 15 as a common factor. So if we take 1 upon 15 as a common factor, the remaining terms are 2 into 1, that is 2, plus 3 into 2, that is 6, plus 4 into 3, that is 12, plus 5 into 4, 20, and plus 6 into 5, that is 30. So we get 2 plus 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus 30 into 1 upon 15. Now this summation becomes 30 plus 20, 50, plus 12, 50 plus 12, 62, plus 6, 68, and this 2, 70. So it gives 70 upon 15. See here again. 2 plus 6, 8, 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, 40 plus 30, 70. So we get the solution, the expected value as 70 upon 15. 70 upon 15, and we can simplify it by dividing by 5. It becomes 14 upon 3. If we divide it by 5, it becomes 14 upon 3. This is the expected value of the two number of the larger number. Okay. Now we see the next example, example number 14. Now next we see the question number 15. We skip the question number 14 because it is given in solved example in textbook. So we skip the question number 14. So now the question number 15 is, a class has 15 students whose ages are given. The ages of 15 students are given here. One student is selected in such a manner that each has the same chance of selection or same chance of selection, and age of the selected student is recorded. What is the probability distribution for random variable x, where random variable x is defined as the age of a student? Also find the mean, variance and standard deviation of x. Now to solve this example, first we list out all the ages of 15 students. Now the ages are given 14, 17, 15, 14, 21, 17, 19, 20, 16, 18, 20, then 17, 16, 19 and 20. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. These are the ages in years of the 15 students. Now here we define X as a age of the student. Define the random variable X as age of student. Age of a student. Now the values of X are, now see here, the least age is 14. Least age is 14 and the maximum age is 21. Now we list all the ages. So the value of X is 14, then next is 15, then next is 16, 17, then 18, 19, 20 and 21. These are the different ages. Now we have to find the probability distribution first. Now to write the probability distribution, we make a table. We make a table in which we shows the ages, that is X equals to Xi and the corresponding probabilities Pi. Now the values of X are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21. Now here the total number of students are 15. Now from these 15 students, 1 and 2 students having the age 14, so the probability that random variable X takes the value of 14 is 2 upon 15 because only 2 students having the age 14. Now next one is the students having the age 15 is only one student here. See here, only one student is having age of 15, so the probability that X takes the value 15 is 1 upon 15. Now next, for the age 16, there are 2 students which having the age 16, so its probability is again 2 upon 15. Now for the age 17, see here, 1, 2 and 3, there are 3 students having age 17, so the probability for X equals to 17 is 3 upon 15. Now for the X equals to 18, there exists only one student which having age 18, so this probability is 1 upon 15. Now similarly for the age 19, there are 2 students having age 19, so it becomes 2 upon 15. Now for the age 20, now there are 1, 2 and 3 students having age 20, so for X equals to 20, the probability is 3 upon 15. And last, that is for 21, there exists only one student having age 21, so it becomes 1 upon 15. Now we cross check. 2 plus 1 3 plus 2 5 plus 3 8 plus 1 9 plus 2 11 11 plus 3 14 plus 1 15. We consider all the 15 given student, ages of 15 given students. Now this is the our first solution, that is the probability distribution. This is the probability distribution. Now, to find the next expected value, now number 2, the expected value, that is E of x. We know that the formula for expected value is summation pi into xi, summation taken over I. Now here we have given the values of xi and pi's. So putting these values in the formula, this is equals to summation pi into xi equals to 14 into 2 upon 15, or if we write here 14 into 2 upon 15 plus 15 into 1 upon 15 plus 16 into 2 upon 15 plus 17 into 3 upon 15 plus 18 into 1 upon 15 plus 19 into 2 upon 15 plus 20 into 3 upon 15 and last 21 into 1 upon 15. Now take 1 upon 15 common from all the terms. So if we take this 1 upon 15 as a common factor, so it becomes 14 into 2, that is 28, plus 15 into 1, 15, plus 16 into 2, 32, plus 17 into 3, 51, plus 18 into 1, 18, plus 19 into 2, 38, next 20 into 3, 60, and last 21 into 1, that is 21 into 1 upon 15, Now, if we take this sum, it is found to be 263. This sum will be 263. So we get 263 into 1 upon 15, and if we divide it, it becomes 17 upon 53. So we get the expected value of x equals to 17 upon 53. Now, this is the expected value. Now we have to find the variance, number 3rd, that is we have to find the variance of x, and our formula for variance of x is summation pi xi square minus this expected value square, which is calculated here, expected value square. Now to find this variance, we again put the value of summation pi into xi, so it becomes, which is equals to, now 14 square, it becomes 14 square into 2 upon 15 plus 15 square, that is this 15 square into 1 upon 15 plus 16 square into 2 upon 15 plus 17 square into 3 upon 15 plus 18 square into 1 upon 15 plus 19 square into 2 upon 15 and plus, next term, plus 20 square into 3 upon 15 and plus 21 square into 1 upon 15. This is the x square, all the terms taking the sums of xi square into pi square. And now minus this e of x square, that is e of x means 17.53 square. 17.53 square. Now we simplify these calculations. Now if we simplify these calculations, now again taking 1 upon 15 common from this first bracket, so it becomes, that is variance of x equals to, now this variance of x equals to becomes 14 square into 2, this 14 square into 2 plus 15 square into 1 plus 16 square into 2, next is 17 square into 3, next 18 square into 1, 18 square into 1 plus 19 square into 2 plus 20 square into 3 and plus 21 square into 1, and this 1 upon 15 as a common factor, minus, now minus that 17.53 square is 307.30. This is the 17.53 square. Now if we make this calculation, squaring and adding, this sum is found to be 4683. So we get 4683 divided by this 1 upon, multiplied by this 1 upon 15 minus this 307.30. Now if we make this division, it becomes 312.2 minus this 307.30, and so finally we get variance of x. Variance of x equals to, this subtraction is 4.89. So we get the variance of x equals to 4.89. And now last, to find the standard deviation, we know that the standard deviation is nothing but, the square root of a standard deviation, positive square root of a variance, positive square root of a variance, and therefore the number 4, the standard deviation of x, which is also denoted by sigma, and it is the positive square root, of variance of x. Now here we calculated the variance of x, so standard deviation becomes square root of 4.89, and this is equals to 2.21. So we get standard deviation of x equals to 2.21. You can use the log table to find this square root. Now the next question, question number 16. Now the next question number 16, it is, in a meeting 70% of members are in favor for certain proposal and 30% are opposed for that proposals. Now a member is selected at random and we take x equals to 0 if that member opposes, and if we take x equals to 1 if the member is in favor of that proposal. We have to find expected value and variance here. Now here directly we have given for the random variable x, the values are 0 and 1. So first we write the probability distribution. For an random variable x and pi, that is random variable x takes the value xi, now 0 and 1. Now here clearly given that we take x equals to 0 if that member oppose Now also we have given 30%. 30% means 30 out of 100, that is 0.3. 30 out of 100, that is 0.3 persons or members oppose it. So for x equals to 0, this probability is given to be 0.3. And similarly, for x equals to 1, that is when the members are in favor, and such a 70%, again 70% means 0.7. So for x equals to 1, the probability is 0.7. This is the probability distribution. Now we have to find the expected value. Now we know that the formula for expected value equals to summation pi into xi. Summation pi into xi. So put the values. So it becomes 0 into 0.3 plus 1 into 0.7. This becomes 0 plus 0.7, and therefore we get expected value of x equals to 0.7. We get the expected value of x equals to 0.7. Now, to find the variance of x, we know the formula summation pi xi square minus this expected value square. Expected value square, where summation is taken over I. Now, which is equals to xi square means 0 square into 0.3 plus 1 square into 0.7, 1 square into 0.7 minus the expected value, that is 0.7 square. 0.7 square. So this becomes 0 plus 0.7 minus 0.49. 0.7 square is 0.49. So we get 0.7 minus 0.49, which is equals to 0.21. So we get the variance of x equals to 0.21. Okay, now here we complete the exercise 7.1. Only the question number 14, we skip it because it is solved in our textbook. So here we will stop. Thank you.